Hello, Sebastian Lacido here, and welcome to 5 Minute Fresh Start. I'm in Matthew chapter 11, verse 4. It says, Jesus answered and said to them, Go tell John the things which you hear and see. The blind see, the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, the deaf hear, the dead are raised up, and the poor have the gospel preached to them. And blessed is he who's not offended because of me. So John's in prison, and John the Baptist is in prison. He sends his disciples to Jesus saying, Are you the one? Now we know that John, knew he was. I mean, John wanted an affirmation. They were cousins. John and Jesus were cousins. They knew each other. He wanted just a touch from Jesus, a word from Jesus before he knew he was going to execution. Verse 7 says, And they departed. Jesus began to say to the multitude concerning John, What did you go out in the wilderness to see? A reed shaken by the wind? But what did you go out to see? A man clothed in soft garments? Indeed, those who wear soft clothing are in kings' houses. But what did you go out to see? A prophet? Yes, I say to you, more than a prophet. For this is he whom it is written, Behold, I will send my messenger before your face, who will prepare your way before you. Assuredly I say to you, among those born of a woman, there's not risen one greater than John the Baptist, but he who is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. So very strong, profound words here. So John has this moment where he's in prison. He knows he's going to be executed. He sends his disciples. He's like, guys, just go out and just ask them. Just make sure that, that this is the case. Jesus said, Go tell John everything you're witnessing, dead raised, lame walking, deaf hearing. So he comes back. Now he turns to the multitude. He asks them 3 questions. When you went out 5 miles from Jerusalem in the wilderness to see John, who you've heard about, what did you expect to see? What were your expectations? What were you expecting when you went out there? Did you expect a man, a well-groomed man with a great, suit and neat haircut and looking successful in the world? In a way, he wasn't making fun of them, but he was bringing to the surface how God evaluates people versus how man evaluates people. John had this reputation. So did you go out in the wilderness to see, a guy that looks successful according to humanity? So let's describe John. John lived in the wilderness. He was probably rough. He wore animal skins, not cottons or linens, right? So he ate off the land. Most importantly, he was a Nazirite, which means he never shaved or never cut his hair. He had certain dietary requirements. And so he had this, 30-year-old beard at this point, right? Because Jesus and him are about the same age. And 30 years of hair. So he looked like a floppy mess, according to others looking at him. And, on top of that, he's living in the wilderness. He's eating off the land, and he's wearing skins, camel skins. So, the thing is, when you look at this, he didn't look successful to them, but he told the crowd, this is God's greatest man born to this point, because he's wholehearted, all in, and has abandoned the world and the things in the world for his God. And so this was, John's testimony. He had unwavering, he believed, he was firm, he didn't doubt, he was, convinced that God was God, and God evaluated him as one of the greatest in his kingdom. Yet, if you were looking at him, even on television, or he came and sat next to you at church, you would feel awkward. And a lot of people would say, look at this loser, just by his appearance. And so God is trying to teach us a lesson here that's very important, that we shouldn't evaluate people by their external look as much as what's coming out of their heart and their mouth and how they're living their life. Anyway, that's our broadcast for today. Please share this with family and friends. Please visit our website, watchersoftruth.com. Thank you for allowing us to join you on your journey to know God and his word. Let us help you. Go to our website, download a curriculum, a workbook, whatever you want. It's all free. It's paid for by our partners, those that contribute to us monthly. God bless you and have a great day. Thank you for watching.